Welcome to The Good Ride. I'm James Beastie, and it's time for me to have a time talking about one of my favorite bindings, the Union Force, and a variation of that, the Union Force Team.
To give you a short summary, this is almost exactly like the regular Union Force,
which is a great binding with excellent adjustability, very good response that matches with a wide variety of boards.
And just to be clear, when I'm referencing the regular Team, I'm referencing both of the models that you see in front of you here.
And this Team is just a slight tweak on that, with slightly softer foam and a different ankle strap that is much more soft in the middle, but just as supportive on the sides. And other than having a touch less response, it's gonna be a fun option for those of you who maybe want a little more comfortable ankle strap and a little bit softer foam for a little easier shock absorption. So I rode these bindings a lot of days and used them in rotation when testing and comparing other boards. I primarily used them with the Nitro Team Boa boot and then a wide variety of boards. And unfortunately, I didn't get these in a lot of conditions, but I did get them in some varied conditions. A little bit of wet thick powder on hard snow, spring-like conditions that started firm and got medium soft by midday. And this is an honest, objective review for you, the consumer, and there is zero brand oversight from Union. They sent me these bindings, I'm sending them back, and they have no say in what I say, and I can do that thanks to this wonderful community support that we have here, but also thanks to Blower Board Shop, our sponsor, who's been selling to snowboarders longer than resorts have been allowing snowboarders. I say that every time, but it's special. They have a large online presence along with local shops. They have good pricing, fast shipping, and excellent customer support. So if you want to support honest, objective reviews and a great shop, click through our links to Blower Board Shop and buy something. It would be greatly appreciated. Now, when it comes to weight, these are 2 pounds 4 ounces, and they're only slightly lighter than the regular Force. They're not light, but they're far from being heavy. This Highback has an easy twist for a binding this responsive and a little bit of give, but not much. And it's very similar to the Union Force that I have here. Now, when it comes to adjustability, the Union Force is one of the most adjustable bindings out there, period. There's only one other binding that I would say is a little more adjustable, and that is the Rome Katana and the variations of it that have an adjustable ankle strap angle. So you could put the ankle strap up higher for more response and support, or lower for less response and less support, more freedom of movement. But this has an adjustable gas pedal as well as an adjustable heel loop, so you can center your boot perfectly in this binding, get symmetrical response, line it up on the gas pedal so the toe side turn is much better and you'll never get boot overhang. And then you can turn these discs sideways and slide them tip to tail to get your perfect stance width. There's also toolless adjustability, there's good high back rotation, and maybe not the best forward lean adjuster out there in the industry, but one of the better ones in Union's line. And when it comes to flex underfoot, the Force Team has the same bottom as the regular Force, so there isn't any difference here, but neither are super damp, and these Forces definitely stiffen up the ride underfoot, but they don't make the board feel dead underfoot either. And this is for those that like a more stiff, more composed board underfoot than what mini disc and hybrid mini discs can offer. You can still butter okay with softer boards, but it does make it a little more challenging than the mini discs and the hybrid mini discs. Now, when it comes to shock absorption, this Force Team 2027 has what seems like a softer, more cushy footbed. It doesn't seem like there's any more foam here, but when I press on this and then press on this, the Force Team feels softer than the regular Force I had. It even feels softer in the foam on the Highback, so it makes the ride a little more smooth, a little more cushy, but they're very close. And while it's not the dampest ride out there, I would love to see rubber on the bottom. It is very shock absorbent, and I think a lot of people will love this as an all-day ride like I do. Now, when it comes to turn initiation and response, I felt this Team Force was a step down from the regular Force. It's not a lot, but on same-day comparisons, you did notice a difference. And that's mainly because you do have softer foam on the footbed, so there's a little slower reaction there. But the main thing is this softer Team ankle strap that has a very soft foam in the middle and very little reinforcement. And then on the sides, it's very supportive. But when you lean forward on a toe side turn, it stretches more and doesn't initiate a turn like this much stiffer regular force ankle strap does. So if we were gonna split hairs, I'd say this is a 6.5 out of 7, where the regular force is a 7. And when it comes to boot support, these ankle straps are very different. Like I said in response, these are softer here. So there's a little less support in the ankle, but there's enough on the sides to where if you're off-piste and you're hammering through uneven snow, you're not gonna feel exposed at all. But if you like more support, you're gonna like the regular force a lot better. They have similar toe straps. They're just slight design tweaks, but they're very much the same. They felt the same on the toe. I like the Team Force toe strap a little better, but they're so close, it's really hard to say. And they both pull the boot in really well into the heel cup and lock you in there. And these ratchets on both these bindings are excellent. These seem to be a little higher end, but one isn't more reliable than the other. The regular Force has this little tab here that I actually love when I hit with my gloves. Sometimes I can get both off just as fast or even faster than you would a step-on binding. The Team Force aren't as easy, but they're very good, very smooth, very reliable ratchets, and they might be a touch lighter, and maybe that's why these are just a touch lighter than the regular Teams. And overall, while I'm sticking with my regular Union Force, this is a fun tweak, and it might have some good appeal to you if you want a little more comfortable, a little more cush ankle strap at the expense of a slight bit of response on your toe side turn. If you want a little softer foam in the footbed to just give you a little more cush ride and a little more shock absorption, then this Team could work for you. Again, like I said, in shock absorption and dampness, I'd love to see a rubber bottom like you have with the Union Atlas, and then combined with this soft EVA foam on top. That would make this the perfect binding for me. But as it stands now, it's still a great binding, and if the regular Force wasn't around, I would go to the Team Force. There you have it.